So today, I kinda just wanna shout out some content creators that I enjoy watching from time to time. I wanna preface this by saying I don't really watch live streams too often, but if someone is mostly a streamer and they upload some of their vlogs or something, then they can also be here. There's also two reasons for this video. One is because I have a few friends who frankly just don't play finals, but they watch all of my content, which I appreciate y'all by the way. As well as I have some friends who play finals, but don't watch any other content creators besides me. I appreciate y'all too, by the way. And when asked, basically the response I got amounted to no one else really interests them. So, with that in mind, I figured I'll try and find some examples of some other CCs that I feel make groovy content, and figured I'll also make it into a video, so if there's ever people who want to find other creators to watch, maybe they can. I know this channel isn't like massive or nothing, but hopefully, you know, someone can find this video and find someone that they can also watch, right? Maybe use this video as a reference material to find some other pretty cool creators, that kind of thing. The second reason is because I really just love this game and the community, and a while back I said I was going to try to branch out and be more involved in the community and stuff, and well, I sort of did that. Admittedly, coming out of my comfort zone is a lot harder than I realized, but I was, and I'm still making strides in doing that. You know, it's just a little difficult, but I have done some things. That being said, this is another way that I can sort of do that, while technically also being in the background, in quotation marks, so to speak. But yeah, I just want to see the community continue to grow and thrive, and what better way than an appreciation post of sorts. So, long drawn out intro out the way, let's get straight into the video. First on the list we have a poll, or paw? Pretty sure it's a poll, but you know, hey, that kind of rhymed too, by the way. Apo is a creator who makes ton of informative videos. One of my personal favorite series of his is his coaching series, where he coaches various players of all ranks and gives tips and advice on numerous aspects of their gameplay, as well as some insights onto why a play could or wouldn't work from a high level point of view. These videos for me personally help reinforce a lot of stuff that I felt like I knew, but was never quite like sure or I guess confident in saying that to my team when we will be discussing stuff that we can do better and why a play failed, etc, etc. On top of that, I also learned a few things from these videos as well, such as being a better scout for my team as the light player. Overall, very solid videos, and he seems like a super chill and down to earth kind of guy, so definitely recommend. Next we have Jinko. Jinko does a lot of news, kind of like speculation, analysis kind of thing, as well as like testing style of videos. Almost like a jack of all trades, really. Kind of does like fucking everything, honestly. Anytime the finals has an update, rather it's a store update, patch notes, you can almost guarantee he will cover it. And on top of that, if there's anything dealing with a Pride Shield, he's there. So you ever just feel like, say like, you know, you're not really in the mood to like, you know, read, right? Patch notes came out, you know you should read it, but you just don't wanna. You could probably bet that he probably has a video coming out or already out on it, and you can just listen to him read it to you and break down everything for you, easy peasy. Regarding the testing style of videos, he does like this like series called like versus everything, where he'll take a gadget and put it against, well, everything. You know, it's basically in a way stress test just how strong or potentially weak an item can be, what the interactions are like versus various items and all that jazz. I, for one, love the series because sometimes there's stuff that I didn't even consider. For example, in the lockboard versus everything video, I actually didn't consider the fact that you can get lockboarded, run as far as you can go, and then let the lockboard kind of like propel you the opposite direction. This is extremely useful for dodging people trying to kill you because, well, you're being launched across their screen, so naturally you're a little bit harder to track, which gives you a little bit more time to kind of readjust and get your shots right so you can potentially maybe kill them. Obviously it's still kind of rough, but it kind of just gives you a little more survivability in that way, kind of using their tool against them in a way. And I use that a lot. You'll be surprised. But yeah, for sure, I think he's really a chill dude, just looking to have fun, honestly. And we respect that around these AirPods. Always about having fun. Next, we have QBIO. QB just makes some banger montages, bro. He plays a lot of sword and dagger from what I can gather based off of like the videos. And bro, just light in general. But he has some incredible talent for sure. One of my favorite montages he has would be the bang bang one. I think it goes like bang bang, she shot me, bang bang, she shot me. That thing, it's so good. The editing style he has resonates with me like a lot. It's just crisp. I just can't describe how good it is. Like I just can't describe it. And again, like I said, man's editing is it's so good. I can't recommend or gas this man's up enough. Re-stand seeing QB upload like hikey. He also seems pretty chill. And he's maybe going to teach me and the gang Roblox one day. So that's pretty cool. Maybe after Roblox like deals with whatever their little current issues going on though. Because their current issues a little weird, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah. Maybe after that. I recommend him greatly. Definitely check him out. Next we have MPX or MPX. I don't really know how to say his name, to be honest with you. I just call him M. Which, by the way, before we continue, anyone's name that I get wrong, I apologize greatly. I'm sorry. Emp is a pretty good light player on the controller, actually. He currently occasionally posts some of his more epic stream highlights on YouTube. Like recently he posted this video where he got into a lobby with 21 other players. And ranked, by the way. Keep that in mind. Ranked. 21. You haven't figured out yet. You ain't supposed to have 21 players in a lobby. How that happened? But spoiler alert, they won. Insane. That being said, he is primarily a streamer, again, which is why he, posts mostly his stream highlights. But again, unfortunately, like I said earlier, I don't really watch streams. And it sucks because I know a lot of content creators are, well, streamers. So naturally, no, I don't really get to mingle, But that being said, when I do pop into some people's streams occasionally, like Imps here, it's always really nice time. Nice chill vibes at all given times. Between the chat, it's always nice vibes. So for sure, if you want to like watch some groovy controller gameplay, specifically light, give him a watch. You won't regret it. And you should also ask him to play dagger, because he's really, really, really good with a dagger. Next up, we have Hazed and Confused. Now, Hazed makes some banger videos. He makes a lot of videos in regards to helping people get better with aim. And aim with various weapons. Talks about the ins and outs of a given gun, and even giving you a training regimen. On top of that, he also makes some interesting talking point videos occasionally. For example, he made one called like "Is Mythic Skins Worth It?" or "Why Head to Head Needs to Be Permanent?" Those kind of videos. And matter of fact, some time ago, probably like maybe season 3. When I started my journey to get good with model, because I really liked that little spinning skin that it had, I ended up watching one of his training regimen videos, and I kind of took his training video and made it my own kind of thing, put my own twist to it and stuff. And honestly, it really improved my aim. It helped. His advice in that video really did help. But yeah. He's another creator who I would say is pretty chill, knows what he's talking about, good dude, well, seems like a pretty cool dude, and yeah, give him a check, give him a gander, if you will. And now we're on to the old person, the young person. Young, but he's old. I'm joking. It was an easy one, you gotta give me that. But young, he's low-key a legend. I can't really describe what his content's like, but I will try. So his content is basically like he plays the game and he explains in very good detail and with like very nice editing why he plays or uses what he uses, and he like sort of takes you on an adventure with him while he's talking. It's hard to explain it. Like, it's very weird to explain, but it's just so effective. Like, you can truly, like, if nothing else, you can truly tell that he loves the game with every word that he speaks and the emotion behind everything he's saying. And it's just kind of soothing, I guess. On top of that, he also gives the game some fair criticism while maintaining this adventure-like explanation. I'll be honest, I don't know if I gave a good description of his channel. But you really should just check him out yourself. You won't regret it, I promise. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how to explain it, to be honest with you. But it's a really good channel. You should definitely give it a handle. Next on the list, we have Ronin. Now, Ronin is also a creator who's all about helping players improve and giving a myriad of tips and tricks to really accomplish that. He breaks down everything he says and he shows it as well in a way that's very easily digestible and oftentimes keep new players in mind as well. This channel also was one of the ones that helped reinforce a lot of my own ideas and thoughts and built more of my own confidence regarding plays in this game too. He also dabbles and makes tier lists occasionally, which funny enough is actually how I found him originally, because like around in season 3 I was just kind of curious, like I wonder what the community believes the best weapons are, and then I ended up googling and his video was like one of the first that popped up, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a gander, I'll give it a watch. But yeah, overall he also seems like a pretty chill pretty chill dude. But at this point, I sound like a broken record because everyone's chill. I don't know what you want from me here. Look, man, chill is part of my vocab. I don't know, okay? Everyone's chill, man. Next, we have Sanguine Knights, rather. I said Sanguine? That's it. Did I say it right that time? Whatever. Now, Sanguine is an insane medium player with some pretty groovy movement. Man makes medium look so clean and smooth, is literally wild. He posts a lot of full gameplays, trimmed down so it's primarily all the action without any of the waiting bits and stuff. So if you like watching some insane solo queue maniac with a Peter/Pike, and honestly really any other medium weapon, going Sano Sickle style on some denizens, then he's your man for sure. Funny enough though, he's actually where I learned about my classic vine plus flame barrel combination. You may have seen me do a number of times on this channel. Specifically from this video, which hopefully I put on screen now. But yeah, he also seems, well, you know, chill. And yeah. And finally, we have the broadcaster himself, Neon Guts. Neon is an incredibly good light player who is also a movement god. He has mastery on goo, the lights that you have never seen before. His channel mostly consists of gameplays, or rather highlights, but these clips are also pretty Insano style, and has a lot of character and pizzazz in them. Like, you can kind of get an idea of the kind of player he is, just off the clips that he posts, you know? Oftentimes, there's like a decent bit of thought and calculation that goes into some of the clips that's being made. For example, in the video entitled "With Movement Any Weapon Can Be Good," there's a point where around at 19 seconds there's like a goo like net set up, presumably to stall the cash out when opponents start taking, but then he drops further down to set up a second goo drop. The box falls and ends up going back up top because if it falls off the map, it's going to go back to like its starting location essentially, if you know, it can. But let's just say, without spoiling anything, it ends with 2 no scopes. You can figure out how that happened by checking this video out. But yeah, man's brain is giga huge and his goo prowess knows no bound. And you already know he's, you know, he's pretty chill. Now we have Busy, Uni FPS or Uni? Not sure which one. Commit or Comet? Carnifex, and Puzzon. Now, I'm grouping all these guys together because I watched them all for similar reasons, and it's for high level plays and scrims, really. It's just kind of intriguing to me as someone who is competitive at heart but also likes to be really goofy and, you know, just want to have fun, right? It's just interesting to me to see how competitive players play and understand more and more on various aspects of both the game and the number of play styles and approaches that people will take. I oftentimes end up being sort of like the coach, in quotation marks, in a way for my team / my friends, and it's because I'm like the one that, you know, I'm the one that researches and looks up a lot of stuff. You know, I like knowing things, right? So naturally, you know, and I use a lot of these like gameplays to kind of gauge sort of like how we should maybe approach certain situations ourselves, obviously taking into consideration our strengths and all that jazz too. But yeah, I like all of them. They all have some really good gameplay. They're all insane players. There's not really much I can say. They're all just insane players, right? And actually, last but not least, Madara? I don't actually know how to say his name either. But come back. I love the .exe videos. They were so good. You guys should totally just go and like watch some of his .exe videos. They're so good. I don't know where he's been. Hopefully he's okay. Well, she, I don't know. Hopefully they're okay. But yeah, come back. Need them .exes. They're so good. But anyway, that's it for the video. Please don't forget, if you visit any of these creators, to give them a sub, all that jazz, the likes and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I'm sure they will appreciate it. I appreciate y'all watching this until the end. Hopefully maybe I help someone find someone here that they, you know, can go and like subscribe to or go give us a watch or something. Hopefully someone here you've never heard of or something. I don't know. Obviously I know some of these guys, well, most of these guys are relatively bigger names, so you probably seen them. But yeah, again, I just kind of wanted to do this. Thought it'd be kind of cool, it'd be kind of nice. But yeah, without further ado, I bid you all adieu. Take care and peace. Bye bye.